Hi friends, this is Abdul Ghaffur with the Teaching and Learning. Today I'll be explaining you about the types of sentences. This will be the second lesson, how to write, read and speak. This is actually going to help those who want to learn the Sindhi. I want to just give a touch of the English language, in order to provide the basic information about the sentences. So those students or those viewers who didn't subscribe this channel yet, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. So I'll be telling you what are the types of sentences in this one. So this is a bit complicated, so I'll be dividing this lesson into two parts, in which the fourth type of the sentence I'll be describing into the upcoming lesson. So let's see types of sentences. You can see here on the screen there are four types of the sentences. Number one, simple. We call in Sindhi and Urdu Asan, which is consisting on only one clause. I'll tell you what is one clause. Compound in both Sindhi and Urdu. مركب جملة, which consisting on two independent clause, yes, with coordination of conjunction. Right now you have to just focus the types of simple. Number two, compound. Number three, complex. Pechida jumla, difficult. That's one main clause and one subordinate or dependent clause, we can say, or embedded clause. So one independent clause and one dependent clause. Fourth one is complex compound, which is a combination of second and third type. So it is consisting on at least two independent clause and one or two more dependent clause. As I mentioned, this we'll be discussing on the upcoming lesson. So one thing is clear: types of the sentences. There are four types of sentences: simple, compound, complex, and compound. चार किस्म जा जुमला. Simple, आसान, मरकब जुमलो, पेचीदा, and مركب and पेचीदा जुमला. This is the first and most important thing you should know first. Now let's talk about the simple, which is consisting on one clause. Now first, simple sentence, a simple statement. What type of can be? But before going to the type of the sentence, we need to know what exactly clause is, because this is a big confusion. Most of the videos and most of the teacher, they speak about the clause, but how to identify what exactly clause is? Where can I find what is consisting of it? So here I'll give you the example. Clause in Sindhi, nandro jumlo, a small sentence. Fikro in English, a clause is a group of words that contains a verb, an action verb, right? It can be part of sentence or itself a sentence. Now, it doesn't mean that it give a complete sense. No, not necessary. It can give a complete sense, yes. So it can be both. Who proper meaning de, ya proper meaning na de. Who clause hi रहंदो, जुमलो clause hi रहंदो. तो अचो त ही sentence जेको तव्हांजे साम्हूं आहे, इहो proper meaning today. The sentence you have on the screen, it gives you proper meaning. He is taking his lunch. Now you can see, a group of words. Yes, it is a group of words. Is there a verb? Yes, there's a verb which is highlighted in green. Does it give a complete sense? Yes, it is giving a complete sense. So means this is a simple sentence which is consisting on a one clause, on a one sentence. So clause are simply a sentence, a jumlo, which doesn't mean that give you complete meaning or complete incomplete meaning. I'll tell you how complete and incomplete, okay? Which means I'm talking about dependent and independent. So this is an independent sentence. Now you can easily understand what is stated in this sentence. Right? Let's go to the next, okay? This tape, okay? And I'll be telling you that sense, complete sense and incomplete sense. Now here, the another part is compound sentence, which is consisting two parts, means two jumlas, means two clause. One is a independent clause, another one is a dependent clause. Sorry, compound, which is two independent clause. Okay, I was mixing them with coordination. Now let's see what are these coordination. Okay, you can see here coordination. These are the conjunctions. Coordinate conjunction, which are the for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, and so on. There's another coordinate, subordinate, okay? Conjunctions, although, after, before, because. So the difference between coordinate and subordinate, I'll be telling you the later, okay? Now, here, once it says two independent clause, means they can give you a complete meaning, a complete sentence when the president arrives. Because I can't wait for the bus. As if he knew what was going to happen. Then his sister came, if you can work on Sunday until. Now these are the examples of, dependent clause, which doesn't give, the meaning of our sentence. And here, I'll give you the example of number 2 screen. You can see here. Ali waited for the train, but the train was late. You can see here, the train was late. It's very clear sense, right? Independent clause. Agar asa in sentence के हिकड़े के पढ़ूं तब सेंस पियो न करे जेकरे असां सेंटेंस नंबर 2 के हिन पार्ट के भी पढ़ूं तब सेंस पियो न करे टू इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज ब जुमला जेके कंप्लीट सेंस पिया ॾियनि सो कंपाउंड सेंटेंस कंसिस्ट आहे ॿिनि सेंटेंसिस ते जेके इंडिपेंडेंट जेके कंप्लीट सेंस ॾियनि था पर उहे कनेक्टेड आहिनि कोऑर्डिनेटेड आहिनि उन्हनि जो रिलेशनशिप आहे छा करे त विदाउट रिलेशनशिप जेको आहे न त उहो कंपाउंड सेंटेंस ठहंदो ई कोन कोऑर्डिनेशन आहे उन्हनि जो जेकॾहिं असां उनजो कोऑर्डिनेशन कढी छॾियूं त कंपाउंड सेंटेंस न ठहंदो सिंपल सेंटेंस ठहंदो Ali waited for the train but the train was late. So back to the compound sentence. Compound sentence is consisting on two independent clause. Two independent clause means two sentences which is connected with the coordinated conjunctions but, yet, so, and, etc. etc. I'm sure it's clear. Now we'll move to the next step, which is complex. Now complex sentences are also consisting on the two clause. One main clause and other one is subordinate. Now main clause means independent clause. Means it gives you complete meaning. Like what? Like Ali waited for the train. This is a complete sense, okay? It gives the sense, okay? So this is an independent clause. If it is alone, we're gonna read and we can understand what exactly the writer want to say. That's why we call independent clause. The another one is the dependent, subordinate. If we read that sentence subordinate without independent clause, which doesn't make sense. Let's see. When the president arrives, what happened? Okay. Because I can't wait for the bus. Okay, give me the reason. Okay, why can't they wait for the bus? As if he knew what was going to happen. What is the background information? So it needs him. Then his sister can. What does it mean? If you can work on Sunday, okay, then why? What happened? Until the sun sets, okay. Until the sun sets what? So these are the dependent, subordinate clause, okay. They are nothing without, independent clause. So dependent clause, subordinate clause or embedded clause, it provides the additional information. But cannot stand alone as a sentence. इहे अकेले सेंटेंस नथा थी सघनि असां समझी कोन सघंदासीं त उनजी लैंग्वेज छा आहे उहो छा थो उनखे ॻाल्हाइणु चाहे तंहिंजे करे जेको सब ऑर्डिनेंट सेंटेंस हूंदो आहे उहो मातहत हूंदो आहे ऑर्डिनेंट इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज जे त दोस्तों इहो हुयो जेको आहे न अॼु जो लेसन इनखे मां तव्हांखे अॻिते जेको आहे न इन जो एग्ज़ाम्पल ॾींदो हलां ऐं इहे जेके सब ऑर्डिनेंट क्लॉज हूंदा आहिनि उन में सब ऑर्डिनेंट कंजक्शन्स लगाया वेंदा आहिनि. We have to put the subordinate conjunction although after before because you can see here how if one sends, okay, and how to use it, okay. Let's see, okay. I'll give you the example of this one. You can see here the example. Because my coffee was too cold. This is a compound, right? I heated it in the microwave. See the complex sentence, right? Because my coffee was too cold, I heated in the microwave. Now, this is the independent clause. Because my coffee was too cold. It makes sense? Yes, it makes sense. But if I remove this, for example, I heated it in the microwave. What? What you have heated? So, it means this part is the subordinate. And this part without independent clause is nothing. Right? So this is an, I have used coordinate conjunction. You can see here, coordinate conjunction, which I have mentioned here. These are the one. I'm using because. Let's see. I heated it in the microwave because my coffee was too cold. How to use subordinate conjunction in it, right? So this is the today's lesson, and I'm sure that you enjoyed and you understood what are the types of the sentences, okay. I have mentioned and explained 3 types of the sentences. One is a simple tense, other one is compound, and one complex, and mentioned complex compound, which I will be telling you in upcoming lesson, okay. So I do not want to mix up all this information in order to be clear, okay. So simple is consisting on a clause 1. What doesn't mean give us a complete meaning or not. Yes, I give you the example. Compound sentence consisting 2 independent clause which will be coordinated through coordinate conjunctions like a but, yet, so, and what we call the other, you can see here, nor, or. Another we discussed complex sentence which is consisting on one main clause which gives the complete meaning. Another one is a subordinate clause which is the nothing without the independent clause, okay. So those who didn't subscribe channel yet, don't forget to subscribe for the more videos, okay. I'll be telling you with the different other components of the sentence, okay. We'll be meeting in the next lesson, okay. Till that, goodbye, have a nice day.